Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Dave, and we are back again in the book of Matthew for our daily reading of the New Testament. For those of you that have been following along, you know that we are in chapter 14 today. And if you haven't been following along, feel free to join us today, and then you can go back and jump in the other videos that we've already started. Yeah, this is going to be some pretty cool topics for today. The death of John the Baptist, 5,000 fed, and Jesus walks on the sea. There's only 36 verses in today's reading, but it does cover some pretty interesting and serious topics. So yeah, we'll get into this in just a second, but I wanted to just let everyone know this will be the last video that I do this week. I've got some stuff that I've got to take care of, and so I'm going to be out of the picture for a little bit, but you can pick back up. We're going to pick back up on Monday. Alright? So yeah, let's go ahead and get this going. For those of you that don't have a Bible and you're wanting to follow along, there is the app that you can download. You can also go to Bible.com, which is the place where you can also download the app, the YouVersion app. It works out really good, and it's got tons of different versions on there. So if this is your first time, we do read out the King James Version. And if you do not have a King James Version Bible and you would like one, or a Bible for that matter, I do put a link down below so that you can pick one of those up off of Amazon. It's like $10. So, alright, so we'll go ahead and get started with the death of John the Baptist. At that time, Herod, the Tetrarch, I always say that word wrong, heard of the fame of Jesus. And he said unto his servants, This is John the Baptist. He is risen from the dead, and therefore mighty works do show forth themselves in him. For Herod had laid hold on John, and bound him, and put him in prison for Herodias' sake, his brother Philip's wife. For John said unto him, It is not lawful for thee to have her. So yeah, he didn't like the fact that John told him that he couldn't have his brother's wife, so he puts him in prison. And when he would have put him to death, he feared the multitude, because they counted him as a prophet. But when Herod's birthday was kept, the daughter of Herodias danced before them, and pleased Herod. Whereupon he promised with an oath to give her whatsoever she would ask. After she, being before instructed of her mother, said, Give me here John Baptist's head in a charger. And the king was sorry. Nevertheless, for the oath's sake, and them which sat with him at meat, he commanded it to be given to her. And he sent and beheaded John in the prison. And his head was brought in a charger, and given to the damsel, and she brought it to her mother. And the disciples came and took up the body and buried it, and went and told Jesus. 5,000 fed. When Jesus heard of it, he departed thence by ship into a desert place apart. And when the people had heard thereof, they followed him on foot out of the cities. And Jesus went forth and saw a great multitude, and was moved with compassion towards them, and he healed their sick. And when it was evening, his disciples came to him, saying, This is a deserted place, and the time is now past. Send the multitude away, that they may go into the villages, and buy themselves victuals, food. But Jesus said unto them, They need not depart. Give ye them to eat. And they say unto him, We have here but 5 loaves and 2 fishes. And he said, Bring them hither to me. And he commanded the multitude to sit down on the grass, and took the 5 loaves and 2 fishes, and looked up to heaven. He blessed, and brake and gave the loaves to his disciples, and the disciples to the multitude. And they did all eat, and were filled, and they took up the fragments that remained, 12 baskets full. And they that had eaten were about 5,000 men, besides women and children. Jesus walks on the sea, verses 22 through 36. And straightway Jesus constrained his disciples to get into a ship, and to go before him unto the other side, while he sent the multitudes away. And when he had sent the multitudes away, he went up into a mountain apart to pray. And when the evening was come, he was there alone. But the ship was now in the midst of the sea, tossed with waves, for the wind was contrary. And in the 4th watch of the night Jesus went unto them, walking on the sea. And when the disciples saw him walking on the sea, they were troubled, saying, It is a spirit. And they cried out for fear. But straightway Jesus spake unto them, saying, Be of good cheer, it is I, be not afraid. And Peter answered him and said, Lord, if it be thou, bid me to come unto thee on the water. And he said, Come. And when Peter was come down out of the ship, he walked on the water to go to Jesus. But when he saw the wind was boisterous, he was afraid, and began to sink. He cried, saying, Lord, save me. And immediately Jesus stretched forth his hand and caught him, and said unto him, O thou of little faith, wherefore didst thou doubt? And when they were come into the ship, the wind ceased. Then they that were in the ship came and worshipped him, saying, Of a truth thou art the Son of God. And when they were gone over, they came into the land of Gennesaret. And when the men of that place had knowledge of him, they sent out into all the country round about, and brought unto him all that were diseased. And he besought him that they might only touch the hem of his garment, and as many as touched were made perfectly whole. So even after feeding 5,000 people, 5,000 men, not including the women and children, with 2 fish and 5 loaves, Peter still doubted. Peter still lacked the faith. And they had Jesus Christ there with them. So it's understandable how it's hard for us sometimes and how we might struggle. Our faith might be tested. But just remember, he's there to lift you up, just like he did Peter. When you feel like you're sinking beneath the waves of whatever it is that's bothering you and troubling you, just remember that Jesus is there, reaching out his hand to pull you back up to the surface. As always, thank you, and God bless. Hey, what's up, everybody? Thanks so much for watching this video. Today's video was brought to you by www.everdave.com. Thanks so much for watching our video. We hope you enjoyed it. If you did, smash that thumbs up button. And then if you haven't subscribed already, we ask that you do that. And then if you want to be notified of when videos like this get uploaded, just hit the little bell next to it and it'll send you a little notification. So thanks so much for watching us. We appreciate everything that you've done to support us, and we hope that you have a great day. God bless.